evaluating limits algebraically. So, meron tayong 5 problem dito. So, limit ng polynomial function, limit ng rational function again, rational function, and then rational function. So, ito lang yung dapat yung tandaan pag nag-evaluate kayo ng functions. Una, kapag polynomial function, direct substitute lang tayo. Halimbawa, ng number 1, that is a polynomial function, that is automatic direct substitute whatever the values, no? Kung ano yung value natin ng x. Dito sa number 2, 3, 4, and 5, so pag nag-evaluate tayo ng ganitong mga equation na to, so bawal tayong mag-direct substitute kaagad. Bakit? So bawal sa pag nag-evaluate tayo ng rational function, no? Bawal magkaroon tayo ng sagot na 0 divide 0 kasi that is indeterminate form. So bawal din tayo magkaroon ng denominator na 0. So bawal yung magkakaroon tayo na ganito kapag rational functions. Halimbawa 2, 3, 4, and then 5. So again, kapag number 1 polynomial function, that is automatic direct substitute. So halimbawa yung number 1, that is the limit of x squared plus x minus 2, that is equal by 0. So yung gagawin lang natin is to plug the values of x, which is x is just 2. So x is just 2. If I evaluate this, no, yung number 1, so when x is 2, so ilalagay ko lang yung mismong value ng 2. And then take note, kapag naglagay ka ng ina-approach na to, mawawala yung mismong limit. Okay? So mawawala yung mismong limit natin. So when x is 2, that is 2 raised to 2, that is 4. When x is 2, that is just 2. And then copy yung minus 2. And then 4 plus 2, that is just 6. Minus 2, that is just 4. So ayan yung first na problem, that is just equal by 4. So ilalagay lang natin whatever the values of x doon sa mga x value. So take note that kapag polynomial function, direct substitute lang siya. So sa number 2 naman, sa number 2 bawal tayo mag-direct substitute. Bakit? Kasi nga pag dinirect natin substitute, magiging indeterminate form siya. Kasi nga when x is 5 squared, that is 25. 25 minus 25, that is 0 yung sagot. 5 minus 5, that is again 0 yung sagot. So magiging indeterminate. So bawal tayong magkaroon ng ganyan. So paano natin i-evaluate? So andyan yung solution natin sa number 2. So gagawin lang natin yung x squared minus 25 is to factor out. So pag factor out natin yung x squared minus 25, that is x plus 5 times x minus 5 all over x minus 5. Ito yung all over minus 5. Take note na andyan pa yung limit kasi wala pa tayong nilalagay na value ng value ng x. So canceled out. And then kung mapapansin niyo dito sa 5 plus 5, wala na yung limit as x approaches to 5 kasi yung 5 nilagay ko na sa mismong x, which is yung natira lang sa atin is x plus 5. When x is 5, that is just plus 5, 5 plus 5. So yung magiging value natin ng number 2 question is just positive 10. So ayan yung value natin ng number 2 example natin. So problem number 3. So limit ng square root of x plus 8 minus 3 all over x minus 1 as x approaches to 1. So again, bawal na bawal tayong magkaroon ng 0 over 0, and then bawal din tayong magkaroon ng 1 divide 0 or indeterminate form or yung undefined. So pag nag-evaluate tayo ng limits, so kasi nga bawal naman. If I plug the values of x, which is 1 plus 8, that is 9. Square root of 9, that is just 3. 3 minus 3, that is just 0. So the same lang dito. Pag nilagay ko sa x, that is automatic 0. Bawal tayong magkaroon ng indeterminate form. So yung solution natin sa problem number 3 is to multiply its conjugate. So i-multiply natin sa kanyang conjugate. So sir, ano po yung conjugate? So kapag meron kang, let's say, considering that this is just a, this is just b, and then this is just minus, kasi nga minus nga siya. Kapag meron kang ganito radical, and then considering that the radical x plus 8 is just a, and then minus yung b natin is just 3, pag minultiply natin sa kanyang conjugate, pagiging a plus b. So ibig sabihin, mababago lang yung mismong sign niya. So, yung minus. Kaya kung mapapansin mo, yung conjugate dito is kagaya lang ng nandoon. X plus 8. Kaso nga lang, nangyari dito is plus 3 na siya. Kasi nga, addition siya dito. And then take that, kung ano yung minultiply mo sa taas na conjugate, ayun din yung ilalagay mo sa bottom, which is x plus 8 plus 3 din. Square root of x plus 8 plus 3. Kung mapapansin mo, if you divide this one, it's just 1. So, ibig sabihin, if this is 1, kahit i-multiply ko siya doon, walang mangyayari. Kasi nga, 1 times a number is the number itself. So, take note that this is just your conjugate. So, ibig sabihin, if that is addition, dito naman, subtraction. If that is subtraction, that is just addition. Kapag merong radical. Take note of that. So, pag minultiply natin yan, when you multiply the same radical with the same, yung inside the radical, yung magiging sagot natin is yung mismong nasa loob ng radical. Halimbawa, square root ng x plus 8 times square root of x plus 8. Pag minultiply natin yung dalawang yan, yung sagot lang yan is x plus 8. Take note of first and first, last and last method. So, first and first, and then last and then last. So, first and first, copy lang yung x plus 8 kasi nga the same yung radical at the same time the same yung nasa loob. Last and last, negative 3 and then positive 3, that is just negative 9. Negative 3 times positive, that is negative 9. And then, copy yung denominator and then copy rin yung denominator. So, ibig sabihin, walang mababago dun sa denominator. And then, pagkatapos natin dyan is to evaluate yung nasa numerator natin, x plus 8 minus 9. So, 8 minus 9, that is negative 1. Kaya ito yung x minus negative 1. And then again, copy lang yung mismong nasa denominator. Take note na hindi pa nawawala yung limit kasi nga hindi pa natin nilalagay yung x, which is, yan yung ina-approach na x is equal to 1. So, kung meron akong x minus 1 and then meron akong x minus 1 sa top, no? So, pwede kong ma-cancel out yung x minus 1. So, yung matitira, 1 over the square root of x plus 8 plus 3 na lang. Take note, kinancel mo lang yung x minus 1. And then again, limit as x approaches to 1. Ngayon, kung ilalagay mo na ngayon yung, kasi pag nilagay mo na yung 1, hindi na magiging 0 yung denominator. So, when x is 1, ilalagay ko lang sa x. So, magiging 1 plus 8 plus 3 na lang siya. Take note. And then, 1 plus 8, that is positive 9. Square root ng 9, that is just 3. So, copy yung 3. And then 3 plus 3, that is 1 over 6. Ayan yung magiging sagot naman natin sa problem number 3. Positive 1 over 6. Take note, when you evaluate radical form, you just simply multiply to its conjugate. Kapag ganito yung mga problem na nakikita nyo. So that is for number 3 solution. In problem number 4 naman siya, limit ng x squared minus 5x plus 6 all over x minus 3 as x approaches to 3. So, yung mangyayari dito, ganun din. So, take note, yung target palagi natin is di magkaroon tayo ng denominator na 0 kasi magiging undefined. And then, bawal din tayo magkaroon ng 0 over 0 kasi nga indeterminate form. When you plug the values of x dito, automatic yan 0 kasi nga 3 minus 3, that is equal to 0, no? So, ang gagawin natin, kung titingnan natin yung x squared minus 5x plus 6, pwede natin ma-factor out. So, kapag finactor out natin yan, yung x squared minus 5x plus 6, magiging x squared, x minus 2 times x minus 3. So, pwede siyang ma-factor out. Which is, pag ginawa natin yun, makakancel out natin yung mismong denominator. So, mangyayari na lang, matitira na lang is x minus 2. So, pwede mo na siya. Kasi this is just a linear equation, pwede mo nang i-direct substitute yung mismong value ng x. So, when x is positive 3, magiging 3, papalitan mo lang yung x, magiging 3 minus 2, that is just 1. Ayan naman yung sagot natin sa problem number 4. So, dito sa last problem natin, limit ng the quantity x minus 4 squared minus 16. So, all over x as x approaches to 0. So, again, bawal tayo magkaroon ng denominator na 0. So, pag pinag natin yung x, so bawal siya kasi nga magiging indeterminate form kaagad. So, yung gagawin natin, take note, meron tayong x minus 4 squared. Tama? So, gagawin natin is to expand x minus 4 squared. So, pag in-expand natin siya, yung magiging sagot natin is x squared minus 8x plus 16 minus 16 and then all over x, which is, ayan yun naman yung denominator natin. And then take note, when we expand x minus 4 squared, nagkaroon tayo ng positive 16 and then negative 16. So, pwede nating ma-eliminate or pwede nating ma-cancel out yung positive 16 and then negative 16. Pangalawa, yung matitira na lang is x squared minus 8x. Ayan na lang yung matitira. Copy lang natin. And then, I know that x squared minus 8x, I can factor out yung isang x. So, pag pinactor out mo siya, magiging x times x, balik ako sa x squared, x times negative 8x, babalik ako doon sa negative 8x. So, mangyayari, I can cancel out x, no? I can cancel out x. Yung matitira na lang is x minus 8. When x is 0, so 0 minus negative 8, magiging final na sagot natin sa number 5 is just negative 8. So, that's for evaluating limits algebraically. Take note, when you evaluate, kapag polynomial function, direct substitute. Kapag rational functions, kagaya nitong 2 to 5 examples, you just simply plug the values of x and then pag lumabas yung 0 over 0 or 1 over 0, pag lumabas yan, ibig sabihin, hahanap ka ng way para hindi ito lumabas. So, hahanap ka ng way para hindi siya maging indeterminate form and then hindi siya magiging undefined. So, that's all.